Hey guys, today is March 21st, which if you didn't know, that is National Down Syndrome Day. And that's because Down syndrome is medically known as trisomy 21, meaning someone is born with 3 copies of the 21st chromosome, while typical individuals only have 2 copies of the 21st chromosome. But they kind of do a little play on that, like 321. So March 21st, that's National Down Syndrome Day. If you didn't know, now you do. But today I'm coming to you guys super casual. I actually was not planning on making this video, but I did a lot of self-reflection today and realized this time last year how ignorant I was of what Down syndrome is, how it affects people, and that became apparent whenever I got Rosalia's diagnosis, because I had so many misconceptions, which she's already starting to prove wrong to me. And I think as people who are immediate family members, or specifically parents of children with Down syndrome, we feel almost like a responsibility to educate the people around us on what Down syndrome is and how it affects people, and that it's not some negative thing. There's so many misconceptions, which we actually talk about in a video that's being posted very soon, so keep your eyes out for that. It's how to respond when someone you know is expecting a child with Down syndrome, and we do talk about some of the ways to address that. I realized I don't actually know that much about Down syndrome, and I wanted so badly to post a fundraiser or something to my Facebook page for my friends and family to participate in, but I just realized I haven't even done that research. I haven't done those types of things, and so I want to start doing better. So I figured I could at least share the tools that we've used, the things that have helped us, and so that's what I'm going to be doing today. So I just have a few things here. Again, this is going to be super casual. I'm just going to share a couple things with you guys, and to celebrate all of the good people out there who have a 3rd copy of the 21st chromosome. So the first thing is a website, which is actually, they sell toys and learning things, like learning material, and it's called Beyond Play. Obviously, this is their catalog. I have a playmat from them, and I hope to get other things from them soon. If you're interested in seeing the playmat, you can click the card up here, and or up here, whichever way it is, and that'll take you to a video where I show how to play with my 3-month, how I play with my 3-month-old, and you can see the playmat there, and it's from Beyond Play, and it says products for early childhood and special needs. So very, very helpful. We love that. The next thing is a book that I received from the hospital whenever I had Rosalia. They give you so much literature, so much information, so many pamphlets, so many different things, and that is really great, but it's a lot. And we did actually find some of those pamphlets and things very, very helpful, but a lot of them we've actually thrown away at this point, or stored away somewhere where I have no idea where they are. But we do have this book. It's called The Parent's Guide to Down Syndrome: Advice, Information, Inspiration, and Support for Raising Your Child from Diagnosis Through Adulthood. I have found this very helpful, although it is similar to a book that I read while I was still pregnant called Diagnosis to Delivery. I can have that linked in the description, as well as all these other things. I will link if I can. But I mean, this basically goes through a lot of myths and facts and just all kinds of different things. So whether you're actually a parent to a child with Down syndrome, or you're just looking to find more information, I find that something like this is a really good place to start. Another way to educate yourself is to read literature by people who are sharing their experiences of raising kids with Down syndrome. And this is a book by Heather Avis, I believe it's pronounced. It's called The Lucky Few, and this was actually sent to me by a really good friend when she found out that I was having a child with Down syndrome, and I absolutely loved this book. I read it really, really quickly. This is just a good family, and they share a lot of really good information. They're a Christian family. They have 3 adopted kiddos. 2 of them have Down syndrome. I mean, it takes a special type of person to adopt a kid with special needs, and as far as I know, they didn't have like any special needs people in their family. So I mean, this is just like the cream of the crop type of people. So I definitely suggest this read no matter what situation you're in. This was such a good book to read. I absolutely loved it. If you're considering adopting kids at any point, this is also a really good read. The next thing, again, was sent to me by a really sweet friend when they found out I was having a kid with Down syndrome, and it's called You're All Kinds of Wonderful. And if you can't tell, the little girl on the cover has Down syndrome. And to be honest, this book is not about kids with Down syndrome, but we do love to see that representation. A lot of times, you know, I think disability, like representation of disabled people, gets overlooked in our quest to, you know, give everyone the recognition that they deserve and the representation that they deserve. And I just, you know, I love that she's going to be able to see this book growing up, and it will have people, you know, someone that looks like her on the cover, which is really cool. This sweet book is called What I Want You to Know, Messages of Hope and Joy from Your Baby, and it says on the top, for new parents of a child with Down syndrome. And this was really sweet. It's not a long read at all. All the pages are pretty much like this, you know, just a little paragraph and a picture. So this was a really sweet read. It takes like 5 minutes to read it, and it probably sells for only a couple dollars. Again, it'll be linked below if I can find it. But I loved that. It was really, really sweet. And if you're a parent expecting a child with Down syndrome right now, hopefully, if you're in a dark place, that can bring you out of it. It really is a sweet, sweet book. And the last thing that I want to talk about today, my last favorite, is called The Day God Made You, and it's by Rory Feek. I looked into the backstory of this book and was just astounded. Rory has a daughter with Down syndrome, and he wrote this book for her. And the first time I read it, I knew that that was the backstory of it because a friend gave me this book and then suggested to look into the backstory. And I legitimately started crying whenever I read this. And I'm not a super emotional person, but it's just super sweet. If you have kids with Down syndrome, I highly recommend this book. And the more and more you look into the backstory, the more special this book becomes. So I highly recommend this. Just in general, if you are a parent to a child with Down syndrome, the best things I can recommend to you is just to be a part of a community, whether that's online, you know, in a Facebook group, or just watching videos like these to know that you're not alone. You know, we are personally a part of the North Carolina Alliance for Down syndrome, so you know, we're involved in that, and we meet people through that, and we absolutely love it so far. And we kind of subscribe to a couple other things that give us that sense of community, and we love it. So we totally recommend that to you guys as well. But I just wanted to make this short video in honor of National Down Syndrome Day. Honestly, I didn't have that much planned. I just wanted to get on here and just spread a little bit of awareness and a little bit of joy and love on this very special day. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have the best crazy sock day ever.